And hi, everybody. I was here in my craft room changing things around, moving things, and I found some jewelry that I had made from before that I need to transfer into my bedroom. But before I did that, I said, you know what? Let me just share some of these things that I've made just in case you guys missed it from a long time ago, because I tucked them away here in my craft room. They got lost in the hustle, and now the bustle has been found. So here we go. These are some of the pieces that I created myself. A lot of these did work with wire. Like these were wire jewelry pieces that I created here. I used a really pretty burgundy wire. Then I used these glass, these really pretty glass beads. And then I made this little design. So when it lays on the ear, you actually see that design. So yeah, so I made these and they're really pretty. Whenever I wear them, I usually at least one or two people say something if I have my hair up and they see it because it's just so different. So I made those. And then I also made this. Now, the interesting thing about this bracelet is this component came from a belt. I had found this belt a long time ago when I bought it because I thought that these leopards were just the coolest thing ever. And this leopard took me about an hour to an hour and a half to bend because it is so um, solid. It did take me a while for it to bend, but I finally got it to bend enough. So as you can tell, it's a really cool looking leopard. Then I added these beautiful brown beads to it, and this is a stretch. So I did add two just because this is a larger piece, and it's a really cool bracelet. So whenever you see belts or unusual different type of metal pieces, don't sleep on those guys because they work out really great for unique pieces for jewelry. Then I made these. These are a great little faux jade with the little silver. So I made those really pretty, simple but pretty. Then I was having a problem trying to find anything to work with like my blue jeans, having a blue jean look. So I made these. These had a blue jean type of glass uh, stone. Is this a stone or a glass bead? I think this is more like might be a glass bead. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's a stone bead or a glass bead. But then I just hooked it up with the silver and I made my own earring wire backs because I was running out of wire backs. So whenever I do that, I just make them my own. And I made it long enough to get the drop that I needed. So that gives me the length that I like. Then I also created this really cool pendant. This was just a little plastic bead right here, obviously, in a little glass. And then I did the wire work. And then I pulled the wire through and created the little circle there for the necklace. I can't even come up with words today, you guys. Yeah, I'm still tired. I am definitely still tired. These are one of my favorite earrings just because of the unusual green and olive color. These are one of those freshwater pearls in this really unique color of like olive green. Then these beads really are different. I got these from either AC Moore or Michaels. I can't remember, but they're so pretty and different. I only had like I think one strand and I couldn't find any more. So I had them for a long time and I held on to them till I could get the right combo, and this is what I created. Then I made some stretch bracelets. This is like a pretty, believe it or not, it's not black. This is brown. This is like a dark chocolate brown with a little bit of hint of green in it. Believe it or not, if you see it in person, that's what you get. And then these have like blue in them as well, the larger one. So it's a stretch bracelet. It's really nice. Then I made this really pretty bracelet. I did have a pair of matching earrings, but I don't know where the other one went. This is just a finding from Michael's. I remember I got it from Michael's because when I went back to get some more, they were gone from a long time ago. Then I just hooked it up with these beads. I thought it was just really pretty, and it is a stretch, obviously. So it's a really pretty, unique piece that I like. I like anything that's different. Then I made this unusual pendant. I did some wire work, obviously made my circles, and then I added these beads. I really didn't know what to do with these too much. And I thought I had made something else with these. I gotta find it. But I made this, and it does move. So it's like this faux citrine and green look. It's really pretty. Then we're going to move on to this pendant. I made this pendant. This one does have some movement to it. It was just this component, and then these are all beads that I put together, and then I put this tiger's eye here, and then I used different colored metals, I should say, so I could rock this with a whole lot of everything, because this is almost like a coppery rose. Then we got your gold, then you got your silver, and then you got your gold, and then you got your silver. So you could wear this with pretty much anything. It's just a nice, unusual piece, so I thought it was kind of cool. Then I made this one. This is a big old stretchy type, but I love this this autumn color that I picked. All these beads. Then I found this pendant, added onto it, and then did the little drop just to get the look that I wanted. And along with that, I made these earrings. I don't really have a whole lot of yellow in my wardrobe, and I picked up some yellow beads just to create some yellow jewelry, because it's just hard to find like a nice yellow citrine type of yellow. So that's exactly what I did, and I did the wire work, of course. I did the circles myself, and that's what they look like. They're really pretty, actually. If you see them, they're very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, yeah, so here's these, I made earrings out of these with wood, and then this really pretty filigree, as you could tell right there, that this would, it like kind of matches with that. Do you see that? So that's what that looks like. Then I made some stone earrings here. I made these stone earrings. I had these really pretty stone beads, and I was like, you know what, these are kind of like cool looking, and they're gray, and they have white and cream in them and black. This will look really good with a lot of things. So I went on ahead and made those. Then I made this. I like to play around with leftover fabrics and ribbon and whatever I might have, and try to create different things. So this is like a thicker wire that I used. Then I had this little heart pendant that kind of reminds me of Brighton, and I just put it together so then I could just use it for pretty much anything. I can use it for either jewelry, or I could use it on a traveler's journal or whatever. Then this is something I created a long time ago. I said, let me go ahead and just share it again in case you guys missed it. I know I have a lot of new viewers. I created this a long time ago. It was one of those basic tins here, as you could tell. I had used black, and I used some jewelry components, scrapbook paper, Prima flowers. Okay, that's basically it. And then you see the little details there. And if you open it up, then you could tell that was the original color. And then it came with a plain notebook that I obviously colored, edged it out in black. I used this really cool paper that I have from my scrapbooks. And then I had this gorgeous component that just worked well with the circles. And then you could actually write in it. So I made that. So I do make stuff. And then this was a compact from the Dollar Tree. This is a Dollar Tree mirror. As you can tell, it's a Dollar Tree mirror. And I used, again, jewelry components, jewelry, little faux flowers. Then this was something that you might find a sequence off of a shirt or something. And I had them. Then some lace, as you could tell right there. I had some lace detail, nice big diamonds. Again, I just cut off the parts I didn't want. Then I added the little individual diamonds as little fillers. So that came out really, really pretty. And that was just from a Dollar Tree mirror. Then lastly, I have some dollhouse beadwork that I did. This is a chandelier that I created. These were beads from, I remember these were from AC Moore. And then these are all jewelry components. And then the little owl beads were from AC Moore as well. And then all these were components. And then I did all the wire work to connect them together. And it'll go like in a dining room. And it is a chandelier, dollhouse miniature chandelier. But I'm going to keep these out and put it in a dollhouse miniature video. But it's really cool looking, as you can tell. And it does have movement, what have you. And then while I was making that, I went on ahead and made some little lamps. Yeah, so I made some lamps. Same thing. You know, there was the bead. I put the little owl beads inside this glass and this little component here. This component is from, I think, Michael's. It was from Beads and Landing, probably, or another line that they have I really like. Stuff that was on clearance, and I just, picked it up and I said I can create something really cool with it, which I did. That's the bottom of it. So it sits just perfectly, as you can tell. Look, of course I say it sits perfectly and then it falls. And then there's the other one, exactly the same again, with the little details with the beads and the owls in the inside, and then that's glass. That's actually glass, you guys. So that was like a really cool thing that I made. As you can tell, I love dollhouse miniatures, and that's my thing. But I wanted to share this before I move it into my bedroom, so I can start utilizing this really pretty jewelry that I have made. So I hope you guys enjoyed and come back and see some of the other videos that I have. Talk to you guys later. Bye.